Hello, my name is Aaron Snow, and this is another update concerning the Athena project as of October 24th, 2016. I have so far, um, I said in a previous video that I was going to create, work with the AI engine and develop the AI engine itself. I've already done the GUI for the most part. I've done the database editor, the node editor, the script editor, the actual 3D avatar situation, some of the skins. I've worked all that already, and I was going to start in on the AI engine, and for the most part, I've got it finished, except for minor details that can only be worked out when I actually start writing content. Because sometimes content, we're getting down to the fine details. Content usually affects the rest of the coding. It does. It's like, you get down to the point where you're trying to explain exactly what you want this Athena to say and how you want her to say it, and the dialogue and the conversations and the triggers and all this other stuff. And then you have to, it's like there might be some little detail of the coding that needs to be worked out while you're doing it. It's kind of like finding bugs, but it's more than that, because I know that I'm going to be improving the code. And so in order to finish the engine itself, I need to start writing material for Athena. So we're getting into the context, which is a big step, because after the context, the only thing left to do is package the program, because technically, in a way, it's finished. Outside of perhaps maybe a few more skins and stuff like that that can be added by anybody if they know what they're doing. So we're getting really close to the end, but I'll have to do a switch from programming mode to to actually text and conversations and sentences and dialogue and gameplay or whatever. There's a lot of things I need to do at this point, but it's completely different from actual programming. Although I have to have the programming in my mind a little bit, it will not be the focus of this. Obviously, unless I need to change some stuff. And I thought of some stuff earlier today, just walking around, that, oh yeah, if I'm going to do this, I need to make a tweak in the code over here. And so it's already began in my mind. And so, that's pretty well it for the update. But I wanted to say this too. It's just to tack this on the end of it. This is my 7th year working on this project. I think it was 2009, either June or July is when I started. So that was like last month, being 7-year anniversary for the Athena project. And I like to say that, I've learned so much and I've grown so much in it. My ability to code, my education. I've learned quite a bit about neural networks. I learned about game mechanics. I learned about language construction. Constructed languages like spoken languages and stuff like that. How sentence structures work, and grammar. I dealt deeper into grammar and a lot of things I've learned a great deal about, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to create this chatbot. Another thing I'd like to say, so I'm happy about that. I want to say that I'm just happy. It's like happy birthday to the Athena project. And a third thing I'd like to say, which is the final thing, um, you know, essentially I'm making a game. And if you think about it, it is a game. It's a similar type of game, but there's certain games, it has a name to it. They have walking simulators, and they call it a game, but it's really a walking simulator. There's games where you can walk around through an environment and you're just looking at stuff, and as though you're walking on the beach or you're walking somewhere. It has nothing to do with like gaining points or achievements or anything like that. And it's called a walking simulator. You have flight simulators, like a Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's been around forever. You get in an airplane, you fly around the world, right? And it's not really a game. It just sort of teaches you the basics of flight, what it would feel like to a degree, what the gauges do. It's stuff you have to think about within Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, not really truly a game, but it's a simulator. But it feels like a game. A chatbot is a talking simulator or conversation simulator. It's simulating real conversation with other people. And in a way, it's not a game, and in a way, it is a game. So it sort of crosses both areas. And I was thinking about this earlier, and I just wanted to say it. What I'm making is a talking simulator, but I'm adding game mechanics to it. So you have things that you have leveling, for instance. You have stats. You have like a Tamagotchi device. If you want to know about that, you can look it up. Tamagotchi is something they created years ago. The Japanese did, and it's like a little toy that you would teaches people how to take care of something. You had to take care of this toy, and if you didn't take care of it, do things with it, it would die. And so I'm adding a Tamagotchi functions to the AI. You know, it's all a part of a game mechanic situation that makes things a little bit more interesting, and something that causes you to want to explore the terrain of this AI, as well as learning from you. And there's also something called procedural generation that I would love to figure out how to do within this game, and I haven't figured out it yet, but I haven't focused on it yet either. It got this picture in my mind, what I'd like to do. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty well it. All I wanted to say. I disappeared for a couple of months there because I think for about a month I actually had to fix some stuff in the GUI. There was threading issues. It was causing, some of the data was causing the database editor to freeze up, and I needed to add separate threads for different things, which was a little tricky because it gets dicey. So it works now, it's fine now, but I might have to add threads through other stuff too, but most things don't load just like that database editor does. That database editor needed an extra boost. It needed some help. So after I did that, then I started in on the AI engine itself, which I can show you some code from it, although you may not know what you're looking at, but I can show you something. I just let it flash before your eyes. What do I do here? There we go. So I just start scrolling up. This is just the database engine, and this is condensed, right? Still scrolling away. This is very, very condensed. This is not even the libraries that I created, you know, over the years. And so that's all it needed. It's not very big for the engine itself, but there's a lot of functionality to it. And things will, again, will grow out from here. Anyway, just go right back to my original page, my webcam. So, I hope that wasn't too long, and I hope that was informative. And, you know, if any of you guys have any ideas, I've never said this before, really, I don't think. But if anybody has any ideas on what to add, or the theme of this AI, the personality of this artificial intelligence, you know, I could have, I could make it a drunk Irishman or something like that. Not that I would, but you know, the personality, make it a pirate type theme, or multiple themes, or whatever. You know, there's lots of personality that I can probably code into this artificial intelligence thing. You know, I'm just saying that any ideas concerning the theme, concerning the basic personality, or whatever stuff that you may or may not like, but you know, you can say. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. If anybody wanted to add something, or say something, or comment, or whatever, send me a message, you can do that. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and I hope this was informative, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you guys for sticking around for 7 years, for those who've actually been following me for that long. All right, thank you. Bye.